In this tutorial, we'll learn how to modify a Fusion ERP Analytics Configurable Account Analysis subject area definition in Oracle Fusion Data Intelligence, or FDI. By modifying the Configurable Account Analysis, or CAA subject area definition, functional administrators can update the journal sources and attributes. In this scenario, I'm a Fusion ERP administrator working with a subject area that has already been created and shared by a functional administrator. The current fiscal period close is approaching, and the general account manager needs to view the accounting information from multiple subledger sources, like assets details, in a single view. They also want the ability to drill down to transaction details. Currently, the CAA subject area does contain folders for payables and receivables, but the Assets folder is not included yet. We can confirm this by selecting the previously built Go to Details data action, and we see that there are no subledger details yet, only a summary of batch details. Therefore, a functional administrator needs to update the CAA subject area to include the Assets journal sources and its related attributes. In the first step, we'll ensure the specific subledger functional areas are activated and extend journal sources only for the activated functional areas. We'll begin by using the navigator to access the console, then click Data Configuration under Application Administration. I will then click Enterprise Resource Planning. Here, I see the functional areas for assets and that their activation is complete. Next, we'll configure descriptive flex fields as part of custom data configurations, so they can be selected when setting up the CAA template. DFFs are only needed if your organization requires additional information beyond the attributes delivered by Oracle. If the existing data in the CAA subject area meets your business and reporting needs, configuring DFFs is not necessary. In this scenario, I'd like to set up DFFs for fixed assets. In Console, I'll navigate to Data Configuration, then to Custom Data Configuration. I'll click Create, then Descriptive Flex Fields. A descriptive flex field in Oracle Fusion applications is a configurable structure that allows organizations to define and capture supplemental data, extending the information stored beyond the attributes delivered by Oracle. I'll search for the flex field name I'm interested in, which, in this case, is Asset Category. I can click Edit to see the attributes names and display names. I'll select just the ones that my organization's business users need. It's important to note that I need to ensure the DFF attributes I wish to use are marked as by-enabled in the DFF setup within Fusion applications. This ensures they are available for reporting in FDI. Now, we're ready to modify the CAA subject area definition. We'll return to the console, and under Application and Administration, I'll click on Reporting Configuration. In the Advanced tab, we'll see our CAA template. In Actions, I'll click Edit. Notice that the Extend Journal Sources includes only payables and receivables so far, but now I can select Assets to include it as a journal source. Then I'll click Next. If I click the checkbox for the Fixed Assets folder, every attribute within it will be included. To avoid unnecessary data exposure and improve performance, it's recommended to consult with my organization's business users and use only the necessary attributes. To see a detailed list of available columns, I can go to Oracle Analytics Fusion Data Intelligence page, then Advanced Configurations. In this scenario, I would like to use all of the attributes. I select them and then click Next. Now I see a summary view of the subject area, and if I need to make any changes, I can go back. This looks correct, so I'll click Save. The current status is set to draft. In Actions, I can choose the earliest extract date, for example, January 2024. This date determines the starting point for data extraction. It's best practice to include 6 to 8 quarters of data in the subject area for optimal reporting and performance. Then I'll click Save. Now we'll publish and validate the updated CAA subject area. I'll click Actions and then Publish to deploy the revised subject area. Note that publishing can take some time. Refresh the status after a few hours. Once published, I can validate it by opening the workbook loaded with the newly updated subject area. I notice the subject area now contains the Fixed Assets folder with all the attributes I set up. Now I'll perform a drill down. I right-click Additions in the table chart and select the previously built Go to Details data action. I then confirm that the grand total matches the additions amount. I can further validate that the modified subject area configuration is accurate by selecting the newly added attributes and dragging them onto the grammar pane. I now see columns with asset types, numbers, and description, and my organization's business users can view accounting information from multiple subledger sources in a single view and drill down to transaction details. Modifying the CAA subject area definition allows organizations to tailor financial analytics to their specific needs, enhancing reporting accuracy and responsiveness. Find more videos in this series and additional resources on using Fusion Data Intelligence in the links below.